Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk. Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So, Fortnite decided to break open the vault once again, and man oh man, did Fortnite bring back some really good stuff this time around. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar, we got a brand new item shop not that long ago. I mean, we get these every 24 hours. Come on guys, you should know this by now. But they added back the vaulted a year or more tabs, and instead of having 3 like they did back in April, we only have 2. But we still got a lot of good stuff out of it, and I want to go over it with you guys because there was a lot here, and some of them you might not even believe how rare these things were. So to be in this tab, the item had to be vaulted away from the item shop for over 365 days. Well, most of them was double that. Like, there was a lot of stuff here where they just did not come back for the longest time, and I'm shocked that Fortnite went this ballsy with their picks here, but I'm happy with it nonetheless. I think it made for a very entertaining item shop, so let's just get right into it. So the way I'm going to categorize this is actually by item type. We only had 3. We had gliders, pickaxes, and skins. So we'll start off with the gliders here. We had the Disruptor glider come back, and this was the 23rd rarest glider for item shop rarity. Everything I mentioned here for rarity's sake, it's going to be based off of item shop and not of all time, because obviously you could say, oh, what about Aerial Assault 1 glider? What about Mako? You can make excuses for that. I'm just talking about item shop rarity here. It was the 23rd rarest glider in the item shop, and it was last seen 839 days ago. The next glider we had was the Blaze glider, and this was the 6th rarest item shop glider we had, and this hasn't been seen in 966 days. Yeah, and we get even higher than that in terms of days last seen. We'll get to it. Trust me, we'll get to it. Next glider we had was the Nautilus glider, and this was the 12th rarest glider that we had in the item shop, and this hasn't been seen in 936 days. I actually refunded this one because I didn't like it back then. Still don't like it now, but I'm glad to have it back into my collection. And then the Hyper glider was the 18th rarest glider in the game, and it was last seen 880 days ago. So as you can tell here, the gliders that were last out, these go really far back. These are all over 2 years old. That's crazy to me that we haven't seen these gliders in so long. I want Fortnite to sell us OG glider bundles for us. There's so many gliders from like season 1 that I don't think there's any way they'll ever sell those off normally again. And I would honestly like to see them do like an OG glider bundle for those gliders, because I think it'd be great. A lot of people would actually buy those gliders. People like the chapter 1 version of the gliders more than the chapter 2 ones, so I think it'd be a really neat idea if we actually started selling those old gliders again. I think that would be a really cool idea. But moving on from that, we have the pickaxes. The Psionic Edge was the 12th rarest pickaxe in the item shop, and this was last out 910 days ago. The sound on this thing is excellent, but the look of it and the color of it, it kind of leaves a lot to be desired. But the sound of the swing and everything, oh, it sounds amazing. I would highly recommend it. Moving on from that, we had the Throttle pickaxe. This was the rarest item shop pickaxe at the time. Yeah, like it replaced the rarest pickaxe after we got the Pile Driver pickaxe back in the item shop. This replaced the rarest item shop pickaxe, and not anymore. It was last seen 1,079 days ago. It's crazy to me how rare all of this stuff really was, and we're not even done just yet. The final pickaxe we had come back was the Kraken Axe. It was the 20th rarest pickaxe of the item shop, and it was last seen 833 days ago. Absolutely amazing. Really cool to see. Now we'll get to the juiciest part, the skins. Scion was the 6th rarest item shop skin in the game, and she was last seen 831 days ago. Axiom was the 8th rarest item shop skin in the game, and that one came out last 807 days ago, so pretty old for this entire set here, and I really think these guys need an update. I don't think the color scheme really does them justice, and I think it'd be neat if they did get some sort of love in that department. Then moving on from that, the Backbone skin was the 4th rarest item shop skin at the time, and this skin was last seen 931 days ago. I know he's a big part of Save the World. I think he's like a constructor, and he's a bad one at that from what I heard, or maybe he's a soldier. I'm not entirely sure. I don't follow Save the World that closely, but I heard he's not that great of a character, but in the lore department, he's good. As gameplay, I heard he wasn't all that great. Still though, it's been a while since we've seen the Backbone skin return into the item shop. Moving on from that, we've got the Deep Sea skins. Deep Sea Dominator was the 7th rarest item shop skin, coming in at 822 days ago. Then Deep Sea Destroyer was last seen 769 days ago, and he was the 10th rarest item shop skin. Moving on from that, Hyperion, one of the few skins I was actually missing, finally dropped in the item shop. It was the 3rd rarest item shop skin. This skin had not come out in 960 days. That's crazy. Dazzle was the 20th rarest item shop skin, and that skin was last seen 694 days ago. Out of all the things here, Dazzle is the least rare out of everything they brought back, but as you can tell, there was a lot of rare stuff in this item shop. Vaulted a year or more like vaulted for almost 2 years and more. That's how good these picks were. Now, the one thing I can say about this is that the sets they decided to bring out were not the most exciting, but at the same time, one thing you gotta remember is that when things are usually rare, that usually means they're not the most impressive sets. The reason why some things become rare is because not enough people buy them, and Fortnite thinks, well, no one wants them, so we're just gonna kind of hide them away for a little bit. And then when things build up rarity, people start to want those more rare things, as it is kind of common for people to want rare stuff. That's just how it is. Now, moving on from that though, I did see the main complaint with this was that we had no emotes. We had a whole bunch of emotes drop in the item shop for the Vaulted a Year or More tab back in April, and they did 0 emotes here. Now, I saw people saying, you know, maybe they could do that the next day and the next day, because the Vaulted a Year or More section lasted for 3 days when it was last in the game, which it was only once and it was in April. I could see them doing that, but I can't see them changing it. They didn't change it back then. Don't know why they would change it now. I don't think Fortnite wants to just release everything that's rare at once, because if they were to do that, well, then there will never be anything rare again. They would just kind of ruin their own rarity system here. The fact that they actually know when these skins were last out, because they say, hey, vaulted a year or more, it tells me they know what they're doing. They know they're not going to bring back everything that's rare. They're not going to do that. But it's still interesting to see what they actually picked here, which was, if you couldn't tell, they were sets. They brought back sets that hadn't been seen in a while, and I find that to be rather interesting, because with the first time they did it, they brought back skins like Astro Assassin, which doesn't even have a set. I mean, it technically does, but you know what I mean. It's not an item shop set. It's everywhere, that set. So it's interesting to see how they decided to handle this, and I think overall it was pretty cool. Once again though, lack of emotes was something that people really wanted, and also, I don't know, like, they weren't the most interesting sets. Again, they're rare because not many people like these older things, but that's just kind of how it is. Now, I wanted to quickly go over a few of the things here that they could have brought back. Reflex is a big one. A lot of people have been really wanting Reflex to return, and I honestly do not see them bringing it back. If they were to bring it back, they probably would have brought it back here. This is one of the more exciting sets for sure. As I said, most of the rare things aren't really all that interesting to me, but Reflex is something that is rather interesting to me. I don't know if they'll ever bring it back. I think there's some conflicts between Fortnite and Nvidia, and that's where I'm leaving it. I just don't know if they're ever going to bring this out. If they do, great. I think they should, because Reflex is no longer exclusive. The stealth version of Reflex is the exclusive version. So they should just bring that out already, and they should really just let Fortnite sell it. It would also kind of suck if they did sell it, because, I mean, Fresh could have had that for his locker bundle. They didn't even let him have that. So I don't know. Really weird with that. Toxic Tagger, Hotwire, Sure Shot, Aeronaut. There's a few things here they could have brought back. There wasn't like a ton, because once again, the things that they updated and the things that haven't been seen in a while, not many of them are all that interesting. I know people have been really kind of wanting Hackabat. I'm seeing some people want it, and I'm totally okay with them just not bringing it back for a while. Just because I don't own it doesn't mean I necessarily want to have it. I don't mind waiting for it. I don't mind just waiting for these skins to release, because once I own everything in the item shop, the item shops are just going to be mega boring for me. So when these surprise kind of drops happen in the item shop, it's exciting, it's fun. So I'm not in a rush for these skins to come out. So Hackavat, you can take your time. You can come back in 2,000 days if you want. I don't even care. Which, by the way, Hackavat was actually the first skin to hit 1,000 days without returning to the item shop. At the time I'm recording this video, the skin has not been out in 1,005 days. And if you didn't see my item shop video where I talk about this, the last skins I'm missing now, because Hyperion was on that list, I'm missing Renegade Raider, Aerial Assault Trooper, which I don't know if these two skins will ever see the light of day in the item shop. Something tells me they'll never do it, but maybe it'll happen. I don't necessarily want them to do that because I think things need to be rare for the sake of that. It would be unfair if people that bought that back in season 1 just automatically was able to be sold now because if it was season shop. You guys already know my whole opinion on it. I don't want to really go back into it, but I'm also missing skins like Hackavat as well as Indigo Kuno, which, by the way, Indigo Kuno, I'm guessing is going to be a controller slash PlayStation bundle of some sort. It would make the most sense to me. They never said that Indigo Kuno was exclusive. They only said she was a part of this exclusive PlayStation tournament, but the skin itself is not actually exclusive. So it is at the moment, but when they decide to sell it as a controller bundle, that's when I'll be able to get it. But for now, I cannot obtain that skin at all. But guys, that is it for the video today. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And if you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITF. You all have yourselves a wonderful day or night, everyone. See ya. Ow! Is that an aerial assault trooper? Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Oh my god, rarest skin in the game. I think that was an aerial.